YouTube, what's up? It's the Sneaker Aficionado, the solution, back with another informative video. Consider I'm a sneaker OG, and all I do is drop science and knowledge. So I've been getting hit up a lot about how do you get your deals and your steals, your legal larcenies, I like to call it, pardon me. It's simple. Do the research, people. Do the research. In a couple of ways I get my steals and deals is that I have to have access. Well, you have to have access, and you have to be able to partake in this particular facility or know somebody that's going to help you out. So the easiest thing to do to get a detail is simply be patient and wait on a sale. And ask yourself, do I have to have the latest release that's dropping this weekend because I want to keep pace with people? If your pockets dictate that and that's what you like to do, by all means, go ahead. Pay full retail, get the shoe that you like right away, that's on you. However, for people who are more fiscally conscious, get a discount, okay? And one thing is brand loyalty or niche products and things like that. And what I'm talking about is simply advertising marketing. These retailers want to keep you coming back, so they have to have incentive for you to come back. And by doing that, they have these clubs, if you will, where if you purchase a set amount of items from them at a certain rate or a certain price, you start accumulating points. Or you basically get a coupon, if you will, be it $10 off, 15 or 20. And that's the way they keep you coming back, because you're getting something out of it. There's a reason to come back to that store versus another store that does not do that. But you must accumulate points to be able to do that. Foot Action is really good about that, followed by Finish Line. Foot Locker, not so much. They need to fix their survey. They make it really hard to figure out why. I believe the question was why, how could the consumer experience be improved? And there's like keywords you got to put in there, or it just keeps backing you up. Foot Locker, you suck in that aspect. You need to fix that. Okay, you make it entirely too hard for somebody to get a $10 off coupon. So I tend not to go to Foot Locker for certain shoes. I go to Foot Locker for things that are on sale, or House of Hoops that has a certain shoe that tends to come to them only, such as the Nike SF series in a special field, not special forces, people, special field. Okay, so that's neither here nor there, but back to the discount area. The other method is coupons. If you're aware of a coupon, bring it in. Some stores allow you to combine offers, some don't. Champs is awesome. It just depends on the location and the manager, because some of these stores have end of the day sales points that they push the store to achieve. And how that works is, if that store is selling really well, they get the hottest releases. So you're going to see some of the hottest release shoes in those stores. If you notice a store does not get certain shoes all the time, one, they probably got in trouble for selling before release date, or two, they just aren't selling really well, or three, the buyer for that store is out of touch. And I'm going to hit on that with another retail agency that a lot of people can't get into. Okay, so that's a couple of ways. Finish Line. Champs doesn't really offer a lot of stuff like that, so I take that back. It's Finish Line. So let's talk about Foot Action. Foot Action probably offers the more consumer-friendly discount program. They yeah, I think I got a receipt right here. No, this is Foot Locker. I got a bunch of receipts over here. Foot Action. Here we are. The first one is the special offer: get $10 off your next purchase, minimum $50 purchase in store or online. And that's by filling out the survey. The next one is the Star Club member. Okay, and you fill that out and you'll get up to $15 off. Next is the Star Gold Club member, where you get $15 off. Alright, and they give you up to 2 months to use that discount, but you can't combine it with another discount. And I tried to do that yesterday when I bought my Jordan 5 flight suits. And they knew I was coming. I talked about it in the video, so I'm not going to harp on that. The other way is if you're shopping online, the codes. There's an app for Google Chrome called Honey. And a lot of times it works, and sometimes, but it basically scans the internet for different codes that are legit. And I've hit a couple of times with some of these codes. Sometimes the codes are already on the website, so it's just a matter of you going to the website and putting the code in. Free shipping, that's great. Okay, 25% off on certain shoes. You're looking for a certain shoe. You just browse it and it catches your eye, and you get 25% off. That's awesome. Or $25 off. Free shipping, you can't beat free shipping, because depending on where you live and how fast you want that shoe, or it doesn't matter, free shipping is a big deal. Alright, so you want to look for those codes that are out there. The next discounted area is something that not everyone can do, and that is the military discount. Well, excuse me, pardon me, back up for a second. The military exchange, AFES, Army Air Force Exchange Service. Basically, every military base, no matter what the branch is, has an AFES store. AAFES. That's how we pronounce it, as an acronym, Army Air Force Exchange Service. But the Navy has an exchange with the NEX, Naval Exchange. The Marine Corps has one, the MX, all right, or MEX, whatever it's called. I've never actually shopped in the Marine Corps Exchange Service. Been in NEX, BX for the Air Force, PX for the Army. I've been in those. Haven't been in the Coast Guard store yet. But they do have limited release retro Jordans. And shout out to the boy Retro DV, alright? So I forgot the dude's name. He used to go by Gook. Alright, great guy. He's still in the Army, and he talked about the sales and the price disparity between retail and the military exchange. For instance, I got the Motorsport 4 alternates for $152. And basically how it works, if the shoe is $190, retail before tax is $152 at the AFES store, the DXPX, NEX, those stores, okay? But they have a limited amount because these stores are still behind. The buyers don't know the consumer market for hot release shoes, if you will. They think they're still doing raffles out there, because this is probably somebody that's like 50, 60, 70 years old, working at corporate, saying, oh yeah, everyone's buying Jordans. To make sure we sell them all, you know, we're gonna do just like the retail stores, like the Foot Locker, and they probably haven't been to Foot Locker in eons and knows what goes on, and they're out of touch, basically out of touch. So you'll get 36 pairs in a full size run. So basically that's saying each store has no more than 2 or 3 of the more popular foot sizes. So if you aren't there early in the morning to be in line, one of the first 36, if you will, perhaps, or realistically first 20, you're probably not gonna get the shoe that you want. And me, I've lucked up because there are 3 bases in San Antonio. There's Randolph Air Force Base, there's Lackland Air Force Base, and Fort Sam Houston, which is an Army base. All of those exchange services have retro release shoes in them. So how it works is you get there early, there's a raffle ticket they give you, and you go to the jewelry counter. The jewelry counter holds the shoes right there. Why's the jewelry counter? Who knows? All right, it's not the shoe department. It's the jewelry counter. So you get there, yeah, you won size 9. They got size 9, boom, out the door, 152. Now there is a difference in some of the shoes. The KDs were 120. Okay, the Kyries were 96 versus 120 outside. The 13 lows, pure platinums, pure money, yeah, pure platinums were 114 versus I think they were 150 something outside, you know, the retails. So you're probably asking me the solution. You showed us some shoes from AFES that you paid less for. Well, there's a couple of ways right here. Now, this book of coupons is from when I re-enlisted way back in 1999. I'm retired now. All right, I did 20 years. I was said I'm done. All right, and I retired with a lot of rank. All right, so I'm able to live a certain way. But at year 3, I decided to do a few more years, and they gave me a book of coupons. So if you're paying attention, young service members, soldiers, especially soldiers, if you're first sergeant, all right, you're first sergeant right here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the person that does this, all right, which I used to be. He goes to AFES and says, hey, I had somebody re-enlisted. do you have any incentives that I could give my soldiers to continue to be encouraged to stay in the military, stay in the Army, period, whatever it is. I was in the Army. And normally the manager say, oh yeah, we got some coupons. So in this coupon book, now mind you, this is from 1999, and being I'm retired, I stumbled across, I'm put this on the back so I get to the point. I stumbled across this book of coupons. So 20% off, alterations, I need to get my uniform adjusted. I want to get some jeans tapered in, whatever, boom, 20% off. We have movie theaters in some bases. Present this coupon at any APHIS theater and receive admission for 2 absolutely free. Not to use in conjunction, and there's no expiration on here. This is from 1999, people. 1999. To be exact, December of 1999, when I re-enlisted for the very first time. $3 off. Present this coupon at APHIS, Burger King, Anthony's Pizza, American Eater, Rivalhood, and receive $3 off your food and drink. Please present this coupon. You can't combine anywhere else. So there's a food court in there because the exchange store, or exchange mall, if you will, is like a big, well, it's like a compressed shopping mall. There's a lot of other shops in there, and it has a food court. So $3 off the food from those local vendors. To show you how old this is, okay? 2-for-1 video rental. We used to have a video rental store in there, and it was inside the convenience store. So this is obsolete. Told you this is old, okay? $10 off any optional uniform, okay? So if I needed a physical training uniform, I'll get $10 off that. $2 off any laundry and dry cleaning of $10 or more. This was a big deal back in the day. Another one, I never used it, okay? Because I just found these. And next, same thing, the video rental. So I got 2 in here I probably never ever use. And the last one, 10% any one item will purchase $50 or more. And I had increments all the way up to 50%. 50% for, I think it was, no, I take that back. 40% for any item $350. Any item is $350, okay? And that was a big deal. Big deal. And I replaced my wash and dry with that one a few years ago. So the next one I had was a 30% off, which I just used, and a 20% off and 2 10% off. So I had a couple of buddies who had these coupons and they gave them to me. So that's how I still get the price down with APHIS. 1999, y'all, 1999. The next I'm going to talk about is the gift card system. Like any other store, you get a gift card, and here it is right here, APHIS gift card. All right. So what happened here was actually this is another version of the gift card. They'll have events on the installation, the base, if you will, the post, whatever you want to call it. And if you participate, a lot of times, depending on what it is, they'll give you a gift card, and a lot of times it's $25 off. All right, or excuse me, worth $25. You use that for whatever it is. I got my Barons, my Barons, my Jordan 11 Barons. I got those for, it was all said and done, 112, 117, 112, something like that, with my coupon, well, my gift card. This one right here, but that's how you get your discounts, people. Like I always say, I am Mr. I'm not paying full retail. Trust me, I will ask you, do you have a military discount? Can I combine this with that? If you don't, I'll probably leave your store. All right? If you offer me nothing, remember, you're here because of me. Remember that. They don't owe you anything, but price match them. That's the other thing, price match them. But the Jordan prices are set by 1 cent. A lot of times, if the shoe has just been released, it's $190. It's gonna be $189.99 somewhere else. 1 full cent. Okay, or 2 full cents if it's $190.99. All right, so does it matter? No, it's about availability. The other part too is being patient. Be patient. Has this bitten me before? Yes and no, because in the beginning, when I first started getting to my shoe collection again, I was not pursuing new releases. I was like, I'm not paying that. But once I got some knowledge on how I could flip these discounts and stuff like that, I was like, you know something? That's a price point I'm willing to pay for 1 pair of shoes, because before it was like $150, $190. I was like, I'm trying to get 3 pairs of sneakers because I just wasn't into these they still overpriced in my opinion. That's why I never paid full price. the new release every week that's coming out. The market's saturated. It is. So the sitting thing, if you will, which I quipped about in one of my videos, they're going to be there, people. Stop saying that. This is what you wanted. This is what you want. What now that you're going to demand is, if you keep forcing this, is to drive the price point down. Some people are saying 170. I'm saying 150. And for the low cuts, 120. Okay, that's what I'm pushing for. That's realistic. You're going to make money. You're going to make money because you see how within 3-4 weeks the shoes that you had at 190 are already going on sale because they're going to overshadow the new release shoe. Look what happened with the Motorsports. They had the original Motorsports, then they had the black alternates that came out. They realized, you know something? People aren't going to buy these because they're going to change their mind. They say, well, I might as well get the Motorsports. They're $149 now because we have to lower the price to move the product. It's just basic marketing, people. Understand it. And what you do, I did a little video, but it was in bad quality. Price match them. Aphies allows you to price match them, but you're not going to beat their prices with the retro release Jordans. If they just came out, it's not going to happen, and that's why they do what they do, but they're out of touch. But if they have a sneaker in there and it's $149, they're selling it for $152 or whatever, and I want to say anything over $20, you need the picture in the ad or something. But every time I price match them and got something, I always just pull it up online and show them. Boom. And they gave it to me. Because they don't know. They don't know. A lot of people aren't in touch with the shoe culture. And I really think they should hire people that know what's going on. And they always hire. Should I work at Aphies? No, I have no intentions of working at Aphies. I don't. I would rather be a buyer for them, if anything, to show them that not everybody wants workout shoes in there, because that's what they typically have. But I don't want to ramble anymore, but demand your discounts, people. There are ways to acquire sneakers for a lesser retail price point, and I don't give a hoot about a reseller, man, honestly. I'm not doing that, because I can just drive around the city. This city's big enough to get the shoe for the same price. Right now, if you're copying from a reseller, it means that shoe is out of circulation, or you're just lazy or ignorant, willfully ignorant is what I should say. But prime example, it's not about how much you paid for the sneaker. Prime example of this, people, is why did you pay that much for them? And I'm out of here. Boom.
They still don't believe it. Man, I'm gonna say it again for them.